Governor Bobby Jindal announced Wednesday the completion of 9 detailed plans which will cover the transition from cleanup to recovery for 11 coastal parishes. During a news conference with coastal parish presidents at the BP Command Center in Schriever, Governor Jindal also laid out concerns with the spill claims process and reiterated his plea to BP to pay for a proposed $173 million seafood testing and marketing plan.
First of all, I want to talk about the transition plan. You may remember we met right here a few weeks ago with Admiral Allen to discuss the transition plans in terms of the deployment of boom, skimmers, and other resources along the coast of Louisiana. At that meeting, when we met last, we asked them to work with each of the 11 coastal parishes to come up with detailed parish plans. You may remember I said we don't want a plan imposed upon us. We instead want a plan that comes from the coastal leaders, because these are the folks that know this coast better than anybody. I want to thank the Coast Guard for doing exactly that. They've literally worked with the state of Louisiana, with each and every one of these parishes. This is a very, very important step forward. This will govern the deployment of resources through multiple phases. It defines specific triggers. It defines not only the resources that will be in place until the permanent relief well is drilled. It also defines what resources will be in place through hurricane season and what triggers have to be met to redeploy those resources. Second topic I want to talk about that we also discussed with BP and with the Coast Guard today. We've been extremely frustrated with BP's lack of a positive response to the state's proposal on a seafood testing and marketing plan. This was first proposed months ago at the end of May. We're now, again, over 3 months later, we still haven't gotten an affirmative response. We basically are saying to BP, now, again, in light of the news that they spent, today it's come out, they've spent $93 million on advertisements over the last few months since this oil spill started. We're not even asking them to spend $93 million per quarter over the next 5 years. We're simply proposing over the next 5 years that they provide the funding for a plan that would include 400 samplings per month and a marketing plan to back up those samplings to make sure that the American public knows this continues to be the safest seafood that you can buy from anywhere in the entire world. Third and final thing, third and final topic I want to update y'all on is we talked to Ken Feinberg by phone today on the claims process. I pointed out we have sent him several comments, suggestions, concerns about the claims process. I just want to highlight 2 in particular we highlighted today. One was on the draft protocols for the final claims payments, not the interim emergency payments, but on the draft protocols for the final payments. We want to make sure that these protocols don't require people on the Gulf Coast, especially people here in Louisiana, to give up rights that they're guaranteed under federal law. Under federal law, they've got certain rights in terms of their timeliness in filing a claim and recovering damages, especially when the extent of the damage of this oil spill is not completely known. We want to make sure people are not being required to prematurely give up those legal rights they've got under federal law.